Newton-John and the banks of the Ohio. And that's it for Sounds of the 70s for this week. Thanks for being with us. Thanks too to Liz Barnes and Johnny California from Listen, who produced the show for Radio 2. I'll be back with some rock music next Friday night at 11 and more Sounds of the 70s next Sunday afternoon from 3. Don't forget you can hear any recent editions via BBC Sounds and hit the subscribe button to make it easier to find both shows each week. And just a reminder that BBC Sounds is a great way to listen to the show live. If the phone goes and you can pause the show and then come back to it. So it's a great way of listening to Radio 2 live. Coming up next, we bid farewell to Paul O'Grady. It's his last show for Radio 2. And Paul, we wish you all the very best for the future. And Johnny Walker saying, take good care and I'll see you next time. This is Radio 2 on the BBC Sounds app, on your smart speaker and on 88 to 91 FM.
BBC News at 5 o'clock. This is Nikki Cardwell. Sir Salman Rushdie's family have issued their first public statement on his condition since he was stabbed at a book event in New York State on Friday. Zafar Rushdie said his father had suffered life-changing injuries but had been able to say a few words. There have been similar comments from Sir Salman's agent. Nomir Iqbal reports from Pennsylvania.
In a statement, Sir Salman Rushdie's agent, Andrew Wiley, said the author was off the ventilator and that his condition was headed in the right direction. But he made clear that the writer's recovery would be long because of the severity of the injuries he suffered. Mr. Wiley has previously said Sir Salman is likely to lose an eye and that the nerves in one of his arms have been severed. 24-year-old Hadi Matar has already appeared in court, accused of attempted murder. He pleaded not guilty and was remanded in custody.
The Department for Transport says rail fares next year will not go up in line with July's rate of inflation, which typically sets the increase. The monthly figure is expected to be released this week. In June, the Retail Prices Index was 11.8%. The new fares will also come into effect on March 2023 rather than January. A group of charities and community organisations is calling on the next Prime Minister to provide more support to help people with soaring energy bills. The letter, which has 70 signatories, including Age UK and Save the Children, describes the current situation as a national emergency. The government had already committed to giving the poorest households £1,200. The Labour Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, says people are struggling already.
I spoke to two families 2 days ago, one of whom she, the mum, is skipping meals so her kids can eat. Her husband has 2 jobs, by the way. The other family, all of them sit in one room with the fans on, with the windows open because they can't afford fans in other parts of the house. The worry is, as autumn and winter arrives and temperatures go down, parents will be skipping meals more and more, choosing heating over eating.
A child has died after going into the sea at Skegness on the Lincolnshire coast. A search was carried out by the police and the Coast Guard, and the boy's body was recovered at around 11:30 last night. Nottingham Forest have won their first game since returning to the English football's top flight. They beat West Ham 1-0 at the City Ground. In the Scottish Premiership, the reigning champions Celtic won 5-0 at Kilmarnock. The visitors were 3-0 up by half-time. The Celtic manager, Ange Postecoglou, said it was a good win.
Last week we scored goals late and we kind of said we'll wear teams down, but that doesn't discount the fact that, we still want to start strong, and if we can put teams away early. And, I think the early goal helped us. It was a good goal from us. It's something we work on constantly, and, the boys gained some confidence from that. I think all our goals were really good goals today.
And the weather dry, hot and sunny for large parts of the UK, but there will be some thundery showers for Northern Ireland and Northern and Western Scotland. BBC News, it's 5 minutes. BBC Radio 2. Orna's here now with the traffic and travel news.
Nikki, thank you. Well, at first glance, it doesn't look too bad at all. Traffic getting round mostly at the M898 and heading south, approaching the Erskine Bridge. That's the M8 at Junction 30. We've got some queuing traffic there. It's after an accident. It's caused queues back to Junction 1 at Erskine. And the M6 looking slow now at Junction 32, where it meets the M55 at the Broughton interchange. Now, that's because there's a temporary block set up. It's all to clear accident vehicles. There's been a collision there. And North Yorkshire, the A1M's closed northbound at Borough Boroughbridge at junction 48 through to 49 at Thirsk. Those queues back up to junction 47 Allerton Park. That's on the northbound side. Southbound queues are back to Ripon at junction 50. The A168 also queuing at Thirsk as traffic diverts. And the M1 in West Yorkshire looking slow on the northbound side approaching Ossett at junction 40. There are queues in the Rhondda Valley as well. The A4061 Regos Mountain Pass is closed after a serious fire. That's affecting traffic heading towards Treherbert. South Wales queues on the M4 as well on the westbound side at Caerleon at junction 25. Through to Malpas Road, it's been slow there. There's been a breakdown in one of the lanes. And the M4 is also queuing at Hungerford at junction 14. 2 lanes are closed. That's to deal with a vehicle which overturned. London, the North Circular looking slow westbound at Coney Hatch interchange. That's queuing towards Henley's Corner and the A1. And Tower Bridge is closed because of a breakdown. Back with more in an hour.
On BBC Sounds, on your smart speaker, and on 88 to 91 FM. On BBC Radio 2.
Afternoon.
It's all I wanna do, so won't you dance? I'm standing here with you, why won't you move? I'll get inside your groove, 'cause I'm on fire, fire.